Alright, budget magic time. Mono red goggle tokens. Sand is reasonable. Got some card draw, some 2-drops, a 3-drop. Looks like humans. Ooh, Dance with the Devils should be sweet. Should we get to it? So Mountain, go. Thraben Inspector. Investigates. Opponent's trying to cast something in response to their investigate trigger. Unless it's an instant. Not gonna work the way they hope. Kytheon, sure. Well, hopefully their last card is not Thalia's Lieutenant. Dragon Fodder, go. They are going to be able to flip this Kytheon, unfortunately. Swings with everything. We're going to block and block, make them spend their turn, making Kytheon indestructible. And then they are going to get a Planeswalker out of the deal. Oh, they're just going to kill it? Alright, well, I guess that works as well. Seems like a waste when you could have paid 3 to make it indestructible. People tend to forget about that ability on Kytheon. So they get to flip. Not in the best way possible, but they did flip. Now we have to deal with Kytheon. If we can get 2 Dance with the Devils, it'll help. Alright, untaps Thraben Inspector. And Griff's Boon is the last card. Goggles, don't have the mana for that yet, so let's just Thopter Engineer. Get our token. Pass the turn, hope we draw a land next turn. We can still win this. Our opponent's out of cards. They do have a clue token, but essentially out of cards. Sacks the clue. Dragon Hunter. But we really want to draw a land next turn for Dance with the Devils. That's a big deal. They're going to attack with the Gideon. Alright, I guess we take 6 and hope that we draw land. All about the land. Land? Aha! Alright. Now I kind of like where we're at. We get to hit Gideon. Down to 3. And now we get to blow our opponent out. Probably with Dance of the Devils. Thalia's Lieutenant makes it a little more annoying. They probably should have activated Gideon first. Is it a human? Yeah, it is a human. Alright, there's Gideon. Gonna do some attacking. So we Dance with the Devils. And we block, block. When our Devils die, we get to kill Thalia's Lieutenant, kill Dragon Hunter. Well, I guess we gotta, well, we can attack Gideon here down to 1. Do we attack with both? If we attack with both, we get hit by Thraben Inspector. I think we just attack with Thopter Engineer at Gideon. Pass the turn, leave up our Dance with the Devils. Opponent's last card, another Thalia's Lieutenant. Not good. That was good running for our opponent, that's for sure. Activates Kytheon. The problem is we don't have a good way of killing that Thraben Inspector now. So we Dance with the Devils, block Gideon, kill Thalia's Lieutenant. Alright, another Thopter Engineer isn't bad. So we get to kill Gideon, finally. And I think we need to Tormenting Voice, pitching Devil's Playground. Hope we draw land. Alright, we draw land, play the land, play Thopter Engineer. Which gives us another blocker. And next turn we can Pyromancer's Goggles, and if we... Alright, Council's Lieutenant, sure. We can Pyromancer Goggles, and if we draw land, we can also Magmatic Insight, which would be awesome. Our opponent's going to play defense. Not a land. Alright, let's just Pyromancer's Goggles. And pass the turn. Now we mostly want a land to double up this Goggles. Opponent draws a land. No attacks. Come on, land! Ooh, do we just kill? So double X, 1, 2, but since we double it, I think we can just kill both creatures? Or do we wait? Yeah, I think we do it. So 2 damage to each. We double it. So keep the same targets. So 2 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage. Everything dies. Now we get to swing with everything. And we might be stabilized. We're still 1 land away from drawing 4. Anointer of Champions, not too scary. Well, there's the land. Alright, Magmatic Insight, pitching the land. And our opponent scoops it up! Oh, man! Alright, that was close, but we got there. I think we want Rending Volleys for sure. Maybe even Fiery Tempers. I guess we can go down the Descent of the Dragons, or a Descent of the Dragons. And, flying blockers seems important. Maybe go down a single Magmatic Insight for 2 Rending Volleys. Fiery Temper's also a possibility, but let's try it like this without Fiery Temper. Alright. Not the fastest hand, especially on the draw, but we do have a Tormenting Voice. Opponent has Dragon Hunter. Ooh, Fiery Impulse is solid. Let's just play a land and pass, see what our opponent does. Thraben Inspector makes a clue. Alright, let's just Fiery Impulse that thing. Alright, Tormenting Voice, pitching a Mountain. Whew, Descent of the Dragons! Oh, is this going to be the time? Town Gossip Monger. Sacks the clue. Gets in for 1. Ooh, and Goggles. Alright, let's just Dragon Fodder. Make a couple tokens. Anointer of Champions. Always watching. Alright. And they can flip that around, so I guess we just gotta take this, unfortunately. Yep, so we're taking 5. That's land. Well, what's the best way of doing this? Let's just Pia and Karen Nalaar. Basically, our plan is to stay alive, Pyromancer's Goggles into Descent of the Dragons, or if we draw land, we can just Dance with the Devils into Descent of the Dragons. Council's Lieutenant, sure. So I think we just probably do a small bit of chumping. Like so. Take a little bit of damage, but not too much. I think a land would be best this turn, because then we can Dance with the Devils, chump, and then Descent of the Dragons, make all of our stuff into 4/4s, and that probably is enough. Alright, that's a land. So now we can just pass. Do the absolute minimum of chumping necessary to stay alive. Swings with everything. Well, let's Dance with the Devils. And I think we just block and block. I think that's fine. And then we can make 4 4/4s next turn. I don't know why they pumped that thing, but okay. Opponent has nothing. Another Dance with the Devils. Well, actually, we should attack with our Thopter. No, we shouldn't. Let's just Descent. They could kill it, actually. Let's do some upgrading. Descent of the Dragons. Kill all of our creatures. Turn them into 4/4 flyers. Also get 2 damage from our Devils to kill the Council's Lieutenant. And now we just pass. That shouldn't be working, but it is. Kytheon, yep. Gonna swing with everything. We're gonna block everything and double block this Incited Rabble. Oh, they don't even block with everything. Alright. Well, we will triple block Incited Rabble. It has to attack, so they're suiciding that in regardless. Alright, we're just gonna throw everything in front of that. So they should be able to kill one dragon. Alright, they can kill two. They did have Gideon's Reproach. So they're going to be able to kill two of our dragons. But they're out of cards, and we are not out of cards. Yep, alright, two dragons down. Alright, I think we just pass here and leave up our Dance with the Devils. Another Gossip Monger. Alright. This is attacking creature, right? Yeah. Alright, so let's just Dance with the Devils. Double block Kytheon. Our opponent can make it indestructible, but we're still going to get to kill something with the devil damage. Yep, makes it indestructible. So let's hit Gossip Monger and Gossip Monger, because that can get big enough to kill one of our dragons. Come on, land. Another Magmatic Insight. How do we get blown out here? Let's pass and sack Foundry. We can still play Goggles. If we draw land next turn, we can still Goggles into Magmatic Insight. So I think this is better. Ooh, Thalia's Lieutenant to pump up all the humans. That's a little scary if we don't draw anything. Opponent goes to attacks. Attacks with Kytheon. Well, let's sack Foundry. And just chump Kytheon so we don't die. There's a land. So Goggles, Magmatic Insight, doubled, Pitching Mountain, draw 4. Hopefully we hit land and removal spell. Land, land. Alright, that works. That's a land. And a Fall of the Titans for next turn. Maybe we just kill something right now? Like that Anointer of Champions? No attacks. Yeah, let's kill Anointer of Champions. And just pass the turn and trust that next turn Fall of the Titans can take over the game for us. Magmatic Insight plus Fall of the Titans. Either that or we draw like Devil's Playground or something. I'm just going to swing with the Crew. Do we get blown out here somehow? Block, block, block. Philippine Kytheon doesn't even really help because we just kill it with a dragon. They need to also kill our dragon somehow. Or we kill it with Fall of the Titans, although you don't know about that. Alright, they kill one of our dragons. Flip the Kytheon. Well then. Let's, Ooh. Alright, we don't lose to Grifspoon. Let's kill Gideon. And we'll just double up a Devil's Playground. Seems good. 8 Devils. Alright, opponent. And then next turn we can actually just sack our Devils, make a Westvale Abbey that we're slow rolling. Opponent draws a land. Passes. Alright, we... Oh, what's better? Alright, we gotta go Westvale Abbey. Westvale Abbey. Sack 5 creatures. Sack 5 Devils. Deals 5 damage. Oh, we just 20'd our opponent. They were at 20. We hadn't hit them for damage all game. Sack 5 Devils is 5 damage. Get a 9/7 is 9 more. Dragon is 4 more plus the rest of the Devils. And we had another Devil's Playground in hand. Oh god, that was so good. Oh yes. All right. Well, I like that one.